Hello everyone! In this video we're going to look at 100 words that you might be saying incorrectly. Let's get right into it. The first word is mischievous. This is a word that lots of native speakers actually mispronounce. Lots of people say mischievous, but it is in fact mischievous. Mischievous. Number 2 is says, the third person singular of say. Lots of people learning English see this and they say says. Now, this might cause a bit of controversy because says isn't technically incorrect, but it's non-standard. For example, there are some regions in the UK where there are people who say says, but most native speakers say says. So if English isn't your first language and you say says, lots of people will probably try to correct you, which is why I recommend that you say says. So I say, you say, he, she, it says, we say, they say. Number 3 is one that lots of native speakers also get wrong. This is secretary. That's the British pronunciation. Secretary. In American English, it's secretary. Secretary. This one is company. Company. It's not company. The first part is actually like the verb come. Company. And this word is not compass. This is compass. Compass. Next we have money. Money. It's not money, it's money. This word is country. It's not country or country. It's country. Yes, the first part sounds like a certain swear word in English. But remember that when we have TR in the same syllable in English, it's usually pronounced tr. So we usually say this country. Country. Before we continue, I'd just like to take a small break for some shameless self-promotion. If you're someone who has an intermediate to advanced level in English, but you'd still like to improve your vocabulary, I'd like to let you know that I have an advanced vocabulary course which includes 400 advanced words. If you'd like to receive my special discount for that, or if you'd like to see a preview, you'll find the link in the description. I also have a course on common mistakes, which covers 55 common mistakes that are often made by English learners. You'll also find the link to that in the description. If you'd like to receive something for free, I also send out short advanced English email lessons every 2 weeks. If you'd like to subscribe to those, you'll find the link in the description. And now some food. This word is fruit. Fruit. It's not fruit, it's just fruit. If you want to be healthy, it's important to eat fruit and vegetables. Yes, this word is pronounced vegetable. It's not vegetable. It's vegetable. In British English, this one is chocolate. It's not chocolate, it's chocolate. In American English, it's very similar. It's chocolate. Chocolate. Now we have biscuit. It's not biscuit or biscuit, it's biscuit. Biscuit. Next we have cacao. 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 Now, I know this one looks like cocoa, but we don't say it that way. In British English, it's actually pronounced cocoa. Cocoa. In American English, it's cocoa. Cocoa. What do you think of this one? In this one, the P is actually silent. We don't pronounce it at all. This one, in British English, is raspberry. Raspberry. In American English, it's raspberry. Raspberry. In British English, this one is lychee. Lychee. In American English, there are two common pronunciations: lychee, lychee, and lychee. Lychee. Now we have lettuce. This is not lettuce or lettuce. In British English, this is lettuce. Lettuce. In American English, it's very similar, but the T is a flap T, so it's a D sound. Lettuce. Lettuce. Another salad vegetable is the cucumber. Yes, in British English, this is cucumber. In American English, the R is pronounced at the end, so it's cucumber. Cucumber. Now we have onion. It's not onion or onion, it's onion. Onion. The next word is salmon. Yes, the L is silent and the O is a schwa sound. So it's not salmon, it's salmon. Salmon. Now, I know this one looks like break fast, but we don't say that. This one is breakfast. Breakfast. This one in British English is dessert. Dessert. In American English, it's dessert. Dessert. It's not desert. This is a desert. I know this one looks like sword, but we don't say that. In British English, this is sword. Sword. In American English, it's sword. Sword. What about this one? In British English, this is nuisance. Nuisance. In American English, it's nuisance. Nuisance. This word is busy. It's not buzzy or bussy, it's busy. Busy. A very similar word is business. I know it looks like it has 3 syllables, but we pronounce it with 2 syllables. So it's business. Business. Frank, that's none of your business. This one is meme. Meme. It's not memmy or mimi, it's meme. Now we have chaos. It's not chaos or chaos. In British English, this is chaos. Chaos. In American English, it's very similar. It's chaos. Chaos. What about this one? It's not effort. In British English, this is effort. Effort. In American English, it's effort. effort. And now we have stomach. Stomach. It's not stomach, it's stomach. Another part of the body is the tongue. Tongue. It's not tongue, it's tongue. Tongue. And what do we call a group of singers? No, it's not choir. In British English, this is choir. Choir. In American English, it's choir. Choir. This one is gauge. It's not gorge or gouge, it's gauge. Next we have sieve. What's a sieve? This is a sieve. I know it looks like sieve or sieve, but it's sieve. This one is thermometer. It's not thermometer, it's thermometer. What's a thermometer? This is a thermometer. Let's see if we can take Frank's temperature. And you can, of course, also put it in other places. In American English, it's thermometer. Thermometer. Next we have syringe. It's not syringe, it's syringe. Syringe. And while we're talking about medical things, here's another word that lots of people find confusing. This is not asthma. The TH is actually silent. In British English, it's asthma. Asthma. In American English, it's asthma. Asthma. Next we have pronunciation. It's not pronunciation. Yes, the verb is pronounce, which is why lots of people think that the noun is pronunciation, but the noun is actually pronunciation. Pronunciation. This one is recipe. It's not recipe or receipt, it's recipe. Recipe. And a word that people often confuse with recipe is receipt. The P is silent, so it's not receipt, it's receipt. Receipt. This one is, well, it looks a bit weird, so it's understandable that lots of people don't know what to do with it. This one is queue. Queue. This one is coupon. That's the British pronunciation. Coupon. In American pronunciation, it's either coupon, coupon, or coupon. Coupon. The next word is suit. Suit. It's not suet or sweet, it's suit. Next we have a very similar word. In British English, you can either say suitable, suitable, or suitable, suitable. In American English, it's suitable, suitable. Now, if you put an E on the end of suit, the pronunciation changes completely. This is sweet. Sweet. It's pronounced exactly the same way as this word. Sweet. Now be careful with this word. Lots of people learning English say hotel, but the stress is actually on the second syllable and the first vowel sound is a diphthong. In British English it's hotel. Hotel. In American English it's hotel. Hotel. Now this word is not ID or idea. In British English it's idea. Idea. In American English it's very similar, it's just that the E sound is longer. It's idea. Idea. Here's another quite simple word that people often mispronounce. In British English, this is video. Video. In American English, it's video. Video. Here's a word that lots of people mispronounce because it's physically quite difficult to say. There's the th sound followed by the z sound. In British English, this is clothes. Clothes. In American English, it's clothes. Clothes. But here's a little tip. If you find it difficult to say either of those, just say this word, like to close the door. Most people probably won't notice, and to be honest, lots of native speakers say it as well. This word is iron. It's not iron. In British English, this is iron. Now you might be thinking, oh, but I'm sure that R is pronounced in American English. Yes, it is pronounced, but it's not where you might think it is. In American English, this is iron. Iron. This word is cupboard. Yes, the P is silent. In British English, this is cupboard. Cupboard. In American English, it's cupboard. Cupboard. And now some words with a silent B. This word is subtle. That's the British pronunciation. Subtle. In American English, it's subtle. Subtle. And now we have doubt. It's not doubt, it's doubt. This one is debt. It's not debt, it's debt. Debt. This one in British English is comb. Comb. This is a comb. Oh, it's a bit dirty. In American English, this is comb. Comb. And so you're probably thinking, oh, that means this one is tome. But no, this one is tomb. Tomb. And similarly, this one is womb. Womb. This word is pronounced climb. It's not climb, it's climb. Climb. And the last one with a silent B. In British English, this is plumber. Plumber. In American English, it's plumber. Plumber. This one is law. It's not Lao. In British English, this is law. Law. In American English, it's law. Law. And now a few places. This one is Cambridge. It's not Cambridge. It's Cambridge. Cambridge. And now a place that's, well, rather important to me. In British English, this is Australia. Australia. It's not Australia. In American English, it's Australia. Australia. Yes, that is where I am from. And now we have Switzerland. It's not Switzerland. The last vowel sound is a schwa. In British English, this is Switzerland. Switzerland. In American English, it's Switzerland. So you pronounce the R. Switzerland. Similarly, this is not Iceland. This is Iceland. Iceland. This one is ocean. It's not ocean. In British English, it's ocean. Ocean. In American English, it's ocean. Ocean. And now we have guarantee. It's not guarantee. We don't pronounce the U. It's guarantee. Guarantee. What about this one? No, it is not mountain. In British English, it's either mountain, mountain, or mountain, mountain. In American English, it's also mountain, mountain. But in reality, a lot of Americans actually say mountain, mountain. A word that has almost the same pronunciation is fountain. So in British English, you can either say fountain, fountain, or fountain, fountain. In American English, it's also fountain, fountain. But lots of people say fountain, fountain. But be careful, not all words that end in A-I-N are pronounced in or n at the end. For example, these words are pronounced explain and complain. Next we have woman. It's not woman, it's woman. Woman. And the plural of woman is women. Women. Next we have develop. It's not develop, it's develop. Develop. This word is infamous. It's not infamous, it's infamous. Infamous. Infamous means famous for something that's considered bad. The next one is statistics. It's not statistics, it's statistics. Statistics. This one is purchase. It's not purchase, In British English, it's purchase, purchase. In American English, it's purchase, purchase. This one has two possible pronunciations in both British and American English. You can either say national, national, or national, national. So you can either say it with 3 syllables or 2 syllables. But you should never say national or national. I know the noun is nation, but the adjective is national or national. Next we have series. It's not serious. In British English, it's series, series. In American English, it's very similar, but the first syllable is a little different. It's series, series. This word is serious. It's not serious. In British English, it's serious, serious. In American English, it's serious, serious. Next we have photography. It's not photography, even though we say photograph. In British English, it's photography, photography. In American English, it's photography, photography. The spelling of this one is quite strange. If you don't know what this means, it's a rank in the military. In British English, it's colonel, colonel. In American English, it's colonel, colonel. This one has a silent T. In British English, it's mortgage, mortgage. In American English, it's mortgage, mortgage. This one is audience. It's not audience. In British English, it's audience, audience. In American English, it's audience, audience. And now we have awesome. It's not awesome or awesome. In British English, it's awesome, awesome. In American English, it's awesome, awesome. Now we have brewery. A brewery is a company that makes beer or a place where beer is made. I know, it's quite difficult to say it quickly. Let's first say it slowly. Brewery, brewery, brewery. Frank likes to go to breweries. This word is dangerous. It's not dangerous, it's dangerous, dangerous. This word is diamond. It's not diamond or diamond, it's diamond, diamond. Now we have focus. It's not focus or focus. In British English, this is focus, focus. In American English, it's focus, focus. Now we have a word that starts with a silent H. So this is not hair. In British English, this is air. Air. In American English, it's air. Air. It's pronounced exactly the same way as this word, as in the air that we breathe. Now we have language. I've heard some people learning English say things like language or language, but it's language. Language. Now we have ritual. It's not ritual, it's ritual. Ritual. This word is towel. This is a towel. Towel. Now we have foreign. Be careful, it's not foreign. In British English, it's foreign. Foreign. In American English, it's foreign. Foreign. Similarly, this word in British English is pronounced foreigner. Foreigner. In American English, it's foreigner. Foreigner. This word is parent. It's not parent. In British English, it's parent. Parent. In American English, the first syllable is pronounced a little differently. It's parent. Parent. This word is daughter. It's not daughter. In British English, it's daughter. Daughter. In American English, it's daughter. Daughter. And while we're on the topic of families, this word is son. It's not son. It's son. It's pronounced exactly the same way as the ball of light in the sky. And now a couple of words with a silent L. This one is calm. Calm. This word is palm. Palm. Here are a couple of words with a silent T. In British English, this word is fasten. Fasten. In American English, it's fasten. Fasten. This one in British English is soften. Soften. In American English, it's soften. Soften. This word is island. Yes, the S is silent. So it's not Iceland or Island. It's island. Island. If you own your own island, you probably have one of these. The last word for today is yacht. It's not yacht. In British English, it's yacht. Yacht. In American English, it's yacht. Yacht. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. If you liked the video, I'd very much appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up. If you learned something from this video, please let me know in the comments, and please also let me know if there are other words which you think people often mispronounce. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This word is, this in British, quite strange. In America, chocolate. I think we're done.